Went to a large on-site, actually at an auction house auction last night that was also featured on Proxibid. And I went starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, and from 9 to 1:45 it was uncatalogued, things that were not listed on site online, and then from 1:45 to about 7 o'clock was the rest of the auction, and all that was listed in an auction order and also in a online on Proxibid, so anybody could bid on it across country, and there was quite a few. I think he said he had over 2,000 participants online as well. So, and there was probably 60 people there live. But this is kind of, I'll show you what I got, and I'll show you exactly how much I spent. Here's some 1960s Navy uniforms. Dating on the pants puts them in the early 60s, and there's another part of the Navy uniforms over in that box over there, and there's like 1962, and he was a submariner, so there's some Marine stuff. Now here's some Marines uniforms. I've got the Navy caps as well. Now they did not have, I believe that's Air Force, because I have an Air Force uniform over there, and they did not have either of their insignia, but I actually have a box, and I believe I have all that as well. There's more items, and those were unbelievably cheap. This is a box. It cost me $5. There's some Halloween stuff. Some of this stuff I kind of got for myself too. I'll probably keep a couple of things out of there for Halloween. This box was towards the end of the auction, and it is full of brand new or remanned air conditioning part or airplane parts. I think that is a fuel pump regulator, if I had to make a guess. And there's another piece. I'll have to look up the part numbers and figure it out. Here's some quick X-rated stuff. Not really that X-rated, maybe like R. These are actually proofs from a magazine. I'm going to say mid-50s, late 50s, from like a nudist layout where they actually did different. They got them at the Bear's Den, B-A-R-E-S. So those are interesting. Those were like $7.50 for those. These are all 45 record cases. I paid $1 for all 4 of them, and they are full of records. I don't think the records are that collectible. I did see some Johnny Cash, some early Sun records, stuff like that. I'll have to look at those and see when I get them out of the sun here in a minute. But I bought them for the cases. The cases sell on, between $10 and $20 all day long. It's a cigarette lighter book. I actually bought it with a lot of lighters in a box over there. I'll show it to you. Here's the another box of uniforms with all of this stuff. That's a hat piece. That's a hat piece. Another one. So I've got a few of those that'll probably go on the hats. Have the mayor of the borough of Brielle, New Jersey. Never heard of it, but I don't know why they would have a badge for the mayor. This is from the USS Sturgeon. The Sturgeon is a SSN 637. That's actually a submarine. There's the Air Force cap. There's some more Marines. And again, the uniforms were amazingly cheap. That is a set of docking, private dock permits from the 70s through the early 80s. And I have no idea if it's worth anything, but it was just neat. It's local, so I think I can actually sell that locally as well. There's a really cool find. This is a mid-1980s Rambo helicopter. I got 3 characters. I do not have Rambo. I do have Troutman. But it all works. It's got all the missiles, got all the guns, and the spotlight is actually an actual light that still works. Tested and working. Underneath that, and I paid $2 for that, by the way. Underneath that is a Fisher stereo cassette with meters. I haven't looked the model up, but I only paid $1 for it, so it doesn't really hurt me that bad. Over here is a really cool, I can get it back open now, antique Firestone radio. Haven't tested it or anything, but when you're only paying $1 for stuff, worst case scenario, I can sell it for parts. It's kind of a cool little case. Let me reset that. Sorry about that close up there, guys. In here, it's my bill. This is kind of full of miscellaneous. Here's the two other characters. Anybody knows who that character is? I don't know. That's Troutman. This is a Limoges fairy lamp. Actually has Limoges. This is $20 online. I paid $1 for it. This is a vintage purse. I paid $1 for, and I threw all the lighters in, including a pack of Harley Davidson cigarettes. And I'll have to see about selling just the pack on eBay. I'm not real sure. Different cigarettes. There's some Colibris in here. Will actually bring some money. And there's a trench lighter in here as well. That should bring a little bit of money. I paid $5 for all of those lighters. And $1 for, this is a Negro Leagues jersey. So I'll have to do some more research on that one because I'm not real sure. This was a pair of electric scissors. Not really worth listing. They're only worth about $5 online. So not going to be part of my listing. I'll use them or garage sale them or donate them. This is an old fire bell. Hook the alarm up to that, sets the alarm off. I paid $10 for that. It's in really nice shape. That is a personal lamp. Plastic. Wouldn't think it's a whole lot, but it's mid-century modern. It actually has the Made in Denmark, on focus, Made in Denmark label on it. Here's some more. This is the Air Force. He was a captain. These are actually sterling silver. But I've got the whole overcoat, his dress coat, and dress pants. Let's jump over here in the middle. This is a really cool box. Needs some hinge work. Put the hinges back in, but they're there. A couple of early linemen's phones. These are Bakelite. So, and again, I paid $1 for that box. Most I paid for anything was $12.50, and that was for a concealed carry holster and pouch for my daughter. And then she also took